Fallout is all the rage once again, with its fantastic new TV series gaining massive interest for the franchise and encouraging players to dive back into the games or even play them for the first time. And to top it all off, Bethesda have finally released a highly anticipated and long-awaited next generation Fallout 4 update free of charge, assuming you have the game already, of course. So I've decided to dive back in and see what is new and to see if this massive update brings Fallout 4 back to the present day with a bang or if it falls short of expectations. So let's go ahead and find out. Just so you know, all of this gameplay was captured on the PlayStation 5, and even though this game came out nearly a decade ago, it contains no spoilers for the story whatsoever, and all of the footage is mostly the first couple of hours of the game. There have been reports of issues for some players actually obtaining this update for PlayStation 5 via PlayStation Plus if you don't own a physical copy of the game, or just a copy in general. This is a situation I'm in, and I have PlayStation Plus Extra, so if you're in the same boat as me, you need to make sure you download Fallout 4 version from the PlayStation Extra catalogue, not the PlayStation Collection version of it via PlayStation Plus Essential. Doing this will give you the option to download the PS5 version of the game, which is a separate application to the PS4 one. And if you only have PlayStation Plus Essential, I don't actually believe it's possible to get the PS5 version, which sucks. So what exactly is new with this update? Well, beyond the stability improvements and general bug fixes, if you're a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series S or S player, the updated Fallout 4 will give you performance and quality mode options, so you'll be able to play with improved resolution at 60 frames per second. There'll also be, as I mentioned, a native app for both consoles to go with it, and this upgrade will be free of charge for players who already own the game, or if you're subscribed to PlayStation Plus Extra or Xbox Game Pass. If you're still on the PlayStation 4 or Xbox One, you'll be receiving these updates in the form of a performance update, and as for PC players, you won't be left behind either. There will be added support for widescreen and ultra-widescreen, as well as updates and fixes to areas such as a creation kit. Fallout 4 will also supposedly be compatible with Steam Deck, it will be available on the Epic Games Store, and Bethesda will also be releasing new Creation Club content as well. Well, that was a mouthful, wasn't it? And it all sounded great, didn't it? But you're here because you want to know how well does this next generation update actually perform on various platforms. So let's get into that. So straight off the bat, as you're probably watching this footage, you might be thinking, well, that doesn't even look that much different to what it looked like 9 years ago when it was released. And you'd be correct. The visual differences from PS4 or Xbox One to the PS5 or the Xbox Series S isn't exactly drastic. In fact, it's hard to notice much of a visual difference at all if I'm being completely honest. It's not even remotely close to being as big an improvement as The Witcher 3's recent upgrade, that's for certain. This lack of a major visual enhancement isn't a total deal breaker for me because honestly, the game still looks pretty good overall. I mean, it always kind of did. And the draw distance has been improved slightly. The big focus for this update, particularly on consoles, was more for the FPS and resolution departments, and in that regard, this update seems to be performing quite well, at least for me. I said earlier I'm recording this from the PlayStation 5, but I also own an Xbox Series S along with Game Pass, so I decided to give it a quick spin up on that as well, and it was pretty consistent both times on both consoles. But with this being a Bethesda game, you're probably expecting there to be some bugs or visual glitches to go with an update of this size, as is often the case, and in this instance you would be correct. I have not got this game on PC, but from the comments I've seen PC players make, the update on there isn't particularly great, specifically the ultra-widescreen support. I've seen players are complaining about the game not recognising ultra-wide resolutions unless your Windows display is scaling at 100% and the heads-up display and other UI elements. They apparently appear stretched out, making Fallout 4 look a bit shit. Now apparently if you're a Steam player there are mods you can use to properly scale the UI, but if you're a Microsoft Store or a Game Pass user, there isn't currently a great solution for it. You'd think that as they made a bigger deal as its ultra-widescreen support with this update, they'd have tested it extensively, but apparently no. Classic Bethesda. Another thing I've seen for PC players is the new update has many issues with modded saves and it apparently breaks them or at the very least causes issues with them, which obviously sucks. In the grand scheme of things, it certainly sounds like the PC players are better off just playing the version of Fallout 4 from before this next generation update. And if you're a PC player, let me know in the comments if that's the case. As for the console versions, as well as the update performing pretty well for me on both PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series S, I haven't really noticed any visual glitches or issues beyond that so far. Granted, I haven't been playing the game for hours and hours and hours because the update only just came out a few days ago and I was away over the weekend. But once or twice I saw rendering issues quite very briefly and they were soon sorted out. But by the sounds of it, this update is performing better for console players than it is for PC players at the moment, but it is by no means perfect. I mean, do we really expect anything different from a Bethesda update anyway? This next generation update has been a long time in the making and we've known about it for quite a while, so the fact that it has come out with numerous issues, and again more so on the PC than on consoles, but the PlayStation release wasn't exactly smooth either. You're probably wondering whether or not it's actually worth diving back into Fallout 4. And in that regard, I would say yes. Yes, it is. But don't dive back into it purely for the next generation update, which by all accounts is pretty underwhelming. Fallout 4, on the other hand, was and still is a hell of a good game, and I guarantee if you've been watching the Fallout series and you're wanting that Fallout experience again, diving back into Fallout 4 will definitely scratch that itch. I've personally been having a great time playing this game again, and I'll probably be releasing some videos on it in the very near future, so make sure you're subscribed to my channel for those. And now that I've gone over that and let you know my thoughts on the next generation Fallout 4 update, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it as well. Have you been seeing any issues that I've mentioned, or any that I haven't mentioned, or are you just considering jumping back in after a break? Or are you even just thinking about playing it for the first time and now the attention is right back on it? Let me know in the comments below. And as a side note, if you haven't seen the Fallout TV series yet, I would highly recommend giving that a watch as well. And that's all folks, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you're still here, it would be totally awesome if you could support my channel by hitting those like and subscribe buttons. You can now also become a channel member, and thank you for watching this video, and I will catch you in the next one.